Well, top of the morning to you laddies. My name's the Rental Man Buck. Welcome back to the one and only Homeowners series. It's been a blast. It's been a while, and we've had a lot of changes since basically going off camera. So one of the biggest notes is that we have finally updated the garage that sits on the side of the house. We got a big two-bay, high door entrance style garage here. One door that comes in on the side, and then the other one that leaves on the outside. Don't know why it does that little glitch there, but it definitely is a lot more spacious. So now I can fit both the Ford and the Dodge in the same bay at the same time, and there's still enough room to get another one, which there is a project that I'm going to be looking at doing here today. We have to go look at it. There's just a whole bunch to do. When we come back out here, the house hasn't really changed too much, but we did end up painting the siding on our little side garage there. The Dodge is currently sitting next to the 4020. We'll go back here, and as you guys can also notice, the Quonset got updated. As it was just, the storage was tight, the building itself was not the greatest. It's been there for a couple years, over about 20, and I mean, it was starting to leak a little bit. It never was really assembled right in the first place, so got a brand new one big bay shop in here, so we can got a lot more storage, a lot more workspace, and I can just kind of navigate things a lot easier. So that is pretty much all there is to it. The show garage has not changed at all. We still got our cars sitting over there under security, but the main thing we got to do today is we have a F-150 short cab short bed that we're going to go look at, as I've been looking on Car Gurus to see whether or not I could start a project. What I want to do is turn one of those 5-liter Coyotes, basically make a brand new Ford Lightning. So we're going to go take a look at that. I also have to make a trip to TSC and go pick myself up a sprayer, like a portable sprayer, so that way I can kind of get spot weeds, so I can just like walk around here, and if the flower's got some weeds in the bed, I can just basically take a little bit of a Roundup and just kind of kill the weeds that are in the flower bed, since we don't want that come spring season. And I believe, and last but not least, we also had Marty from S-Mart, not Prairie State. He contacted me, talking to me about an enclosed trailer that he had coming in that he wants me to go and check out, see if it interests me, and if I can use that for any of my newest projects. So without further ado, we're going to dive right into it. Now, one of my more favorite things about this shed is that, you can't actually open the doors from the outside. So in reality, no one can really steal my stuff. I don't know why the sounds do that when the vehicles start now, but that is something that things do from time to time. I currently do not have my dump trailer, as that is with my buddy Matthew for the weekend. So we're going to have to basically go and use our PJ if we want to go and look at this Ford F-150 that we're going to go and look at. But that shouldn't be a problem, as it's probably going to be better to use this trailer than it would be to use that dual axle, since who knows if that's actually going to fit within the trailer. But we'll pop back here, we'll get our trailer hooked up, all of our electricals in, and we'll see you guys once we get to our buddy with the F-150. Actually, we have a slight change in plans. I may or may not have forgotten the fact that the Ford actually has the fifth wheel in the back, not the gooseneck. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the plow blade off the front of the Dodge for now, since the forecast looks pretty clear up for the next few weeks. It's going to be staying above 40, 50 degrees. If we're lucky, it'll hit 50, but it doesn't seem like we're going to be needing anything anytime soon. So we will park the blade up in our right bay here, since this will kind of be all of our extra stuff and project vehicles. And we shall be on our way within a couple minutes here. So, like I mentioned, we're going to pick this up / go look at a short cab F-150. This is actually from my buddy. He listed it on Car Gurus as a private listing, but he also ended up shooting me a text, since it's a truck that he wanted to do the project that I'm trying to do for it, but let's just say funds got tight, and he's not able to do the project anymore. So we're going to see if we can't help him out by completing his dream. And it's going to be a couple-month project probably before we end up seeing the result of this truck. But nonetheless, we'll catch you guys once we get to his house. Now, to some of you, you actually might remember the guy that we're going to go talk to today. He actually is the guy that we bought our golf cart from just a couple months ago. Let's just put it this way. The guy's not the most intelligent, as we might say, with his money, but yeah, there it is. It is a short bed 2021 F-150, so yeah, we'll have to see how well we can actually work with this. Tommy, how you doing, bud? Not too shabby. Basically, you just come and check out the F-150 you got here. I definitely would love to take on the project for you, as I've also wanted to do this where you turn one of these trucks into a Ford Lightning, so I guess in reality, what are you asking for? Because I know you only got like 6,000 miles on this thing. About 25. And it's not too shabby. I mean, it is rear-wheel drive, so you might be a little high on that, but for what this thing's going to be, it'll be worth a lot more. So I'll go get on the phone with Wells Fargo. If mind if I take I'll take it for a ride. I'll get on the phone with them. Sweet. Not too bad. Sounds rather factory, of course. But we'll see how she holds up, because this is, like I said, it is a coyote. Ooh, she gets loose. She is a loosey goose. Put the pedal to the metal and the thingy to the floor. All right. Oh yeah, I'm definitely taking this truck. We're turning this thing into a Ford Lightning. So we'll go back and talk to Tommy about getting everything settled. Actually, I might as well just go to the bank here, and we'll get ourselves a little bit of a loan, and we'll see what we can do. And there you go, Tommy. Bank got everything out there, and we're set to go. I thank you for your time, and we'll definitely keep you up to date on how this thing works. All right, we'll catch you during tailgate season, buddy. So what we're actually going to go do is we're going to go drop this truck off at my buddy's shop. It's the same guy that we ended up doing the Charger restoration with. When we had to go and get a couple parts done on that, but we are going to load up. We'll drop that off, and if anything, we'll actually go to TSC and go pick up my little spot sprayer that I'm going to be looking for. We'll catch you guys once we get the Tractor Supply. Now, hopefully Tractor Supply is not too busy today, as this is a brand new location they just opened up, so they're kind of having like all the grand opening sale deals going on right now, so shelves are not necessarily empty, but they're also not necessarily full. So I'm kind of hoping that all the stuff that we're going to need today is in stock, but we shouldn't need a mower of any need, so that should be at least saving us a couple bucks. But we're going to go in there, we're going to get our little sprayer, and we'll be right back out. I'm going to say it might have been a little bit expensive, but, you know, I think we'll actually be able to use this quite well. I might as well just throw this in the back of the Dodge, since that'll probably be the best place for it. But pretty much we'll be using this thing for anything that I can't get with the Honda sprayer. That the trailer, the things you guys can see over there, one of those trailers. Anything that I can't really get with that, we'll use this for. So get our strap over it, so that way we can make sure that it does not move. We'll be back en route to the house. Now, if you guys have not already, be sure to consider smashing that like button, subscribing down below. As you guys know, we are on the current race to 100,000 public subscribers, and I would much appreciate if you guys hit that time to take that little tab, hit the little bell, get notified when we're going to be posting on here, as we're going to be doing a lot more content within 2023 just on its own. But basically, it's going to be fun. I got a lot of ideas that are planned. There's a lot more that's just going to be trying to happen. And we're going to hopefully be able to make this a really great, solid year. If you guys want me to also go and buy or look at any of those little, like, oh, shoot, we're staying on the road. If you guys would like me to go and look at any of those, like, little Coleman dirt bikes and the buggies and all that stuff that TSC sells, I actually really would like to get one of those for the place. But I already have that Can-Am Commander, so let me know what you guys think down in the comments section. Should we go and look at those Colemans and all that stuff? Get a little stupid bike just to ride around the property on? Because I think once we possibly look into another task we're going to be doing today, we're going to have a lot of fun. But either way, we are currently rolling up to our buddy's shop, I believe Ezekiel, and he's going to help us get the F-150 underway. As you guys already know, he just sits next to the sawmill. It's actually not his. He's not a part of the sawmill, it's just where his shop has to be. But we'll drop our F-150 off here, and hopefully by the end of the video, we might be able to get a call that this thing is done. But basically, it might be a couple weeks before we can get this truck back. Now that we have that under control, the truck's been dropped off, we are on our way. Now, the next big task that we actually have to get done here today is my neighbor right back there with the red barns. That right there is Mr. Carlson. He actually runs a baling operation, well, has run a baling operation for over the last, like, 30, 40 years. And basically, he just never got rid of his square baler, and he's kind of getting up there to where he actually wants to, you know, start getting rid of some of that stuff and letting it go on to the next. I was talking to him for the past couple weeks when I went out and chatted with him for coffee, and I've really been trying to get on his good side to see whether or not I might be able to pick up his little 348 square baler of deer, as well as his freshly redone hay rack. Like, I'm talking, the running gear is all fresh red paint, as well as the wood decking on it. It is brand new oak decking, and I really want to see if I can't snatch that thing up. So we will get our gooseneck here disconnected from the Dodge, and we're going to make our way back there and go and talk to him. Well, good morning, Mr. Carlson. How we doing?
Oh, not too bad. How about yourself?
Oh, not too shabby, not too shabby. Hey, I just wanted to come by here today, and I want to talk to you about your 348 baler with the hay rack setup. I was looking to possibly invest in money in that, so I could possibly start doing some small square bales.
Oh, yes. Well, let's go take a look at it.
Yeah, I've heard you were trying to kind of liquidate some of your equipment so you could save up for a little bit more retirement, as you are a fine fellow.
Oh, don't over...
But yeah, I mean, I live just up the road there. I'm that little homestead that's got about 5-6 acres worth of pasture ground in the back that I'd kind of like to turn into just some small hay ground, since I kind of like to do, you know, racing tracks and just all that little stuff. But I think it might be kind of cool to get in some of the square baling business.
Yeah, but I think this is a little bit worn out for you, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's definitely seen a little bit better days, but I know you've been putting a lot of work towards keeping this thing up and running. I can get the fact, I mean, you've put this thing through the ringer a time or two. It definitely looks like it, but I know you've been trying to keep this thing up and running nice. I actually have a buddy that works out at the dealer over there, Prairie State, that they can just take a nice little look at this thing over in their shop. Now, I don't know about you, but I'd be more than willing to do 25 for the pair, 16 for the baler, 9 for the trailer.
I think that'd probably be a good enough amount.
That work for you?
Yeah, it should work just fine.
Well, I'm much obliged, sir.
Oh, my pleasure. Hope I can help out.
All right, well, I will get the check written up, as I have, of course, my checkbook in my truck when I like to wheel and deal. So we'll get you that check here, and we'll get you on your way.
Well, that sounds like a plan to me.
Well, that should do it. We basically got our baler and the hay rack. We'll just probably store this behind the house for right now, since I don't necessarily have the greatest way to put this in there. But we'll also have to look into, probably next, a little bit later towards spring, I'm going to look for a sickle mower of some sorts that I could pull behind the 4020. But Mr. Carlson got his money. He's going to go finish his Sunday paper. And the last thing I got to do today is basically get down to Marty at S-Mart and basically get cleaned up and fixed up with him, so that way we can look at the trailer that he's looking for me to buy, and then we can situate everything else for our day. So we'll catch you guys once we get down to S-Mart, as this should be a relatively interesting trailer. I think I have a good idea as to which trailer we're going to be looking at here. There's really only one trailer that he's got in stock right now. Okay, Marty, what's so special about this trailer? It is a 2022 24-foot enclosed trailer with nice aluminum wheels, but it does not have like an interior light system, nor does it have anything really fancy. I know it doesn't even have like a vent system up on the top, so I mean, this is basically as bare bone as they get. I definitely would have liked to see maybe like a diamond plate on the front. That would have probably made it better. What do you want for it?
$8,500.
8,500 bucks?
You heard me right. That's what we got on it.
That's not bad.
Nah, you're getting a lot of bang for your buck on this one.
Well, let's hook it up. I'll see what it looks like. If it's something that I'm really interested in, then we definitely can do that. But like I said, I don't necessarily need the trailer. So we'll hook it up. We'll see what it looks like, and we'll judge it from there. One thing that would be nice about having this trailer is, like I mentioned, it'd be really good for like trips to the Rockies. We were going out to Wyoming to our cabin, and we could haul like the snowmobile, the four-wheelers, all of that stuff. So we'll check our lights, because, ooh, sequentials. Or basically a moving light. Okay, I like that. I like that. We do have tie downs, so that is really, really good. And we also got our side door. Well, let's just take a nice little gander. Seems to be in really good shape. Nothing too fancy, nothing, I mean, it's got nice plywall sides on it, so that will help at least with insulating a little bit. I think we got a deal, Marty. I actually think I'd really be able to use this, especially when I go traveling.
I ain't got the right mindset, boy. Let's go get them papers done.
Well, let's get the paperwork signed for it, bud.
Meet me in my office.
And $8,500 later, we are the proud owners of a 24-foot enclosed trailer. So what I might end up doing is I might find a way to get diamond plate installed on the front of this trailer, since that's kind of one thing I really do like about these enclosed trailers. But as for right now, I mean, it's just a basic. I mean, if it was one of those like super loaded ones where it costs like $30,000-$40,000, there's absolutely no way I would have bought that. But it's nothing too fancy. It's just right about almost more or less like a snowmobile trailer. So we'll be heading back to the house now, and shoot, we might have everything done here before noon. Now, just dropped off the trailer in the back, and I'm not gonna lie, it pulled very, very well. Not hardly any shuddering at all. The sway there was really no feeling for it. So with that basically being said, what I'm going to do is we'll catch you guys probably more towards February, as I'm just going to go over to the shop and help Ezekiel out with the lightning conversion, and we'll get you guys some footage of the end product on that here when the time comes. So I think right now I'm going to pretty much go inside, get warmed up, since it's only about 35 out right now. And it says it's going to get snow here this afternoon. So we'll catch you guys once we actually have a bit more updates on that Ford Lightning. Well, good morning, everybody. And I got some great news. We got the call back from Ezekiel that the Lightning conversion is done. I am so stoked. I only stopped by the shop when they were getting the repaint done, as the truck has basically been repainted as bright red. Oh, the thing I've heard, it looks so good. We did put a CAD-back exhaust system on it, so I'm actually getting picked up here in a couple minutes by a couple guys at the shop. We're going to go to lunch quick here, and then we're going to basically get some ripping done with this truck. So we'll see you guys once we're at the shop, and hopefully this is going to be a great time. This thing looks so good. CAD back delete 5.0 Coyote conversion of a Ford Lightning. Oh, this thing's gonna be fun to rip around in. Even we got a tonneau cover on the back, so we got all sleeked out. Lightning badge retro style from 04. Shotgun exit exhaust taken off the Ford Tremor. Oh, this thing is going to be nice. We're just going to, you know, lay some rubber on our way out of the shop. Thanks, boys! Oh, baby! Oh, okay, hold on to it. Okay, we're going to have to get going on this one. This is absolutely fantastic. I love this truck. Hopefully the state troopers ain't out today, because we're going to have some fun. Okay, so we've been driving around for roughly 20 minutes. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get on the freeway and do the smartest thing known to mankind with what you do with a massive V8 powering a very small truck. Or a very, at least, small-framed truck. We're just gonna get on it on the interstate, because, you know, what could go wrong?
12 seconds later.
Well, that's not good. Well, good evening, officer. How you doing today? Oh, not too bad, you know. Just making stupid decisions. Alright, here's the license. Registration. I'll put it like this. I had to put my foot to the floor, test it out. We just got done converting this thing, so... Alright, sir. Thank you. I'll make sure I keep it under. Well, let's just say I lucked out on that one. We were caught doing 85 and a 65, so... He noticed that I pulled over directly, so we basically were very cooperative, and it ended up making us, you know, not look like the bad guys. So he basically wrote this 5 over, and told him we'll invite him out for the tailgates, and then he can have a blast with us. So, with that all being said, that's probably going to do it for this one, guys. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe down below, as I'm going to need help with improving my driving record if I'm going to keep driving like this. Plus, this truck is a fuel hog. But with that being said, guys, be sure to check out the Boomstick Club for all the up-to-date content from me and the gang. You guys already know who is in it, and we shall see you all in the next one. This is the Rental Man out. Peace!